Good afternoon, everyone. I welcome you all to the VISM Group of Studies in the series of webinar which is being organized under Jai Institute of Nursing and Research, Gwalior. I am very much thankful for our chairman, sir, respected Dr. Sunil Singh Rathore, who have given us this opportunity to spread this awareness about breastfeeding in the via social media. Our today's speaker will be eminent personality from Indore. First, I would like to tell you something about this COVID-19 situation. As we all know that in India alone, the cases have risen above 20 lakhs. The situation is very stressful for everyone. But what is more to be taken care of is the mother and her newborn child. The mother is also under very stressful situation, thinking what will happen to her child and to herself also if she breastfeeds her child. So there are many things have been told during this breastfeeding week, but today's speaker will be telling you about the precautions which a mother should take if she is positive for COVID-19 or she is suspected to be positive for COVID-19. So let me welcome Dr. Tulsi Shringi. Let me welcome. Good afternoon, ma'am. Let me welcome Dr.
Good
Tulsi
afternoon.
Shringi.
Yeah, good afternoon. Good afternoon, ma'am. First of all, I would like to take this opportunity to thank the whole entire management of Jai Institute of Nursing and Research Center, and especially to Raksha ma'am, who has called me up and said, Madam, you have to take this topic, and I'm really grateful to you, ma'am. And as we all know that since this because of this COVID-19 situation, almost we all are normal human being, and we all are like frightened of everything. But we can understand that those who are like pregnant lady and the breastfeeding mother, they are like more afraid of. They think that in any case, agar my child gets COVID-19 positive, what will happen? Whether they have lot of questions in their mind that in any case, if my child gets COVID-19 via breastfeeding, because it is like skin to skin contact with the mother, it is a love and bonding of between mother and child. So they are so much of frightened of. So when Raksha ma'am said to take this topic and explain about, so I was really happy, and I thought I should share something important, because almost we all know what breastfeeding and what are the importance of giving breastfeed to the child, what are the nutrients, mineral contents are there, everything we know, but what are the precautionary action we have to take out of this. Raksha ma'am, can you just share the screen, please?
Okay. Is it visible, ma'am?
Yeah, ma'am, it's visible.
Okay.
So as we all know that breastfeeding protects newborn from getting sick, and it also protects throughout their infancy and childhood. Breastfeeding is particularly effective against infectious diseases because it strengthens the immune system. We all know that. Hello.
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 Yes, ma'am.
Sorry,
You can continue.
ma'am. In between, phone was there. Hello.
Yes. Yes, ma'am. You can continue.
Wait a minute, ma'am. I think I got connectivity. Hello.
Hello, ma'am. Yes, we can hear you, ma'am.
Okay. So it helps, it strengthen the baby's body in various ways. What was the recommendations from WHO? WHO recommends that mothers with suspected and confirmed COVID-19 should be encouraged to initiate or continue to breastfeed. And mothers should be counseled that the benefits of breastfeeding substantially outweigh the potential risks for transmission. So according to WHO also, it was clear that mother has to give breastfeed to the child. Mother and infant should be enabled to remain together while roaming in throughout the day and night, and practice skin to skin contact.
immediate and during establishment of breastfeeding, whether they or their infants have suspected or confirmed COVID-19. Next one. WHO had the next slide, please, madam. WHO had given like various pamphlets, leaflets regarding the breastfeeding advices. I am just showing all those things to participants. Later on, you can see it is there also in Google. These are the pamphlets were initially given by WHO. The next one, ma'am. Next one. What are the actions to be taken? What are the actions to be taken if the mother is COVID-19 positive? The actions to be taken by the mother. Practice respiratory hygiene, as we all know that this is a respiratory factor cause, and including during feeding. If you have respiratory symptoms as being like short of breathness, use a medical mask when near to your child. Wash your hands thoroughly with soap and sanitizer before and after contact with your child. But it is like for mother also, it is normal practice what we are doing with normally what we are doing, and for mother also it is a normal practice. Routinely clean. Next one, ma'am. Routinely clean and disinfect any surfaces wherever you touch. It is a normal we are doing nowadays, and we all are practicing to it. If you are severely ill with COVID-19 or suffer from if you are severely ill with COVID-19 or suffer from other complications that prevent you from to safely provide. Ma'am, is it audible?
Ma'am, it is been going off and between.
Ma'am, is it audible?
Yes, it is audible now.
Okay. So, if you are severely ill with COVID-19 or suffer from other complications that prevent you from caring of your infant or continuing direct breastfeeding, express milk. We have to ask the mother to express milk safely and provide breast milk. Any case when the mother cannot get up from the bed or the illness is very serious, ma'am, please change the next one. Yeah. So if you are too unwell to breastfeed or express breast milk, you should explore the possibility of relactation. What is relactation? Restarting breastfeeding after a gap. If the mother is well, then the mother can again start breastfeeding. Otherwise, the mother with the willingness take the consent from the mother, respect their caste, creed, their religion, region, everything with the due respect. We can start with the wet nursing. What is wet nursing? Another women breastfeeding or caring for your child. But in this case, we have to take proper consent from the mother. The next one, ma'am, please. What are the actions for health facilities and their staffs? Next one, ma'am. What are the actions for health facilities and the staff? What the staff has to do? If you are providing maternity and newborn services, you should not promote breast milk substitutes, feeding bottles, states, pacifiers, or dummies in any part of your facilities or any of your staff. Enable mothers and infants to remain together. Practice skin to skin contact and roaming in throughout the day and night, especially straight after birth during establishment of breastfeeding, whether or not the mother or child has suspected, probable, or from COVID-19. We have to encourage the mother to stay with the child. There is nothing to be frightened of. Whatever the precautions in general we are taking, the same measures has to be taken by mother also. The next one, ma'am, please. What counseling and psychological support? What are the counseling and psychological support we have to provide to mother? If your infants or young children have suspected or confirmed COVID-19, seek breastfeeding counseling, because it is very important, because as we all know that in postpartum period also, if mother does not accept their child, and all the more if the mother is having COVID-19 positive, or the child can have COVID-19 positive, in both the cases the mother psychologically the mother will be very disturbed. So in that case, we have to have like psychological counseling with the mother. The next one, ma'am, please. What are the standard infant feeding guidelines were given? Initiate breastfeeding within 1 hour of birth. As we all know, within 1 hour of birth, we have to initiate breastfeeding. Continue exclusive breastfeeding for 6 months. Then introduce adequate and safe complementary foods at the age of 6 months. Continue breastfeeding up to 2 years of age or beyond. That depends on the mother and child's health condition. So these are the like guidelines which were given by WHO as well as for UNICEF also, that mother and child bonding has to be there, whether the mother is normal or whether the mother is having COVID-19. Now I am going to deal with like human milk banking. What is human milk banking? Ma'am, the next one. First of all, we have to know what is human milk banking. These many days, participants, you have heard like a blood bank, but for me also, first time I have gone and seen, and I have studied the research paper how this human milk can be stored, preserved. What are the process of online applications? Everything in detail. So it is really exciting and really very good. If the mother is like very ill, mother cannot feed the baby, in that condition, human milk bank is going to help us. Actually, human milk bank was established long back, but it was in abroad, foreign country. But in India also now we have lot of human milk bank, and this availability and accessibility are here also. So a human milk bank is a service attached to hospitals or nursing homes where breast milk is collected. Like it is like blood only. We have to collect the breast milk, screened, stored from a healthy lactating mother, and who will be like willing to give her breast milk. And it's not mandatory that forcefully we have to take from the women. We have to first see that women is feeding her baby, and then if the woman is willing to give her excess milk, whatever is coming, in that case it is okay. By like with legally, with the taking consent paper, we can ask the women to give, and it is we can call it as like a liquid gold. Liquid gold also we can call it. Next slide, ma'am. The first human milk bank opened in Vienna, Austria in 1909. Milk banking in North America began in 1919 in Boston, USA. This continued until 1980s, when many banks closed. Why it was closed? That is due to fear of HIV transmission. In Canada only, the Vancouver, British Columbia Milk Bank remains and is operational today. So there were milk bank like established in 1900, but slowly some of the milk bank were closed due to the fear of HIV transmission. Before that, taking milk from the mother, what are the things we have to observe? Donor breast milk considerations. What are the things has to be considered? Donor breast milk must be considered and handled as a human body substance. Of course, like blood also is a human body substance, so it is a milk from the human, so we have to consider. So first of all, we have to talk with the mother, we have to give psychological counseling, take proper consent, have good interactions with the mother, and then we have to take the milk for the serological test and screening, serological screening, then physical consent. Serological screening includes like hepatitis B and C screening, HIV screening, and then human T cell, leukemia virus screening. This all serological test has to be done very properly, because if it is done like acylalia milk without anything, without any test, the child will get affected with any type of disease condition. So all milk must be properly collected, stored, pasteurized, cultured in accordance with the food preparation guidelines. Next one, ma'am. List of human milk banks in India I have given here. You can see on screen Divya Mother Milk Bank in Udaipur. There are so many. Amara Milk Bank. Then Lokmanya Tilak Hospital is also having. Even if you go to Mumbai also, KEM Hospital is having. If you go to Calcutta also, SSKM Hospital is having. Then Kema Hospital, Fort Mumbai. So there are lot of hospitals are now there where we can see that milk bank is there and availability of breast milk is there. Next one, ma'am. The first human milk bank in the country, that means in India, it was started on November 27, 1989. 30 years later, the milk bank is a zonal center now. It is one of the zonal center for human breast milk, which helps in assessing and monitoring upcoming milk banks in the western region. You can see these packets, how these milk banks preserve like blood. It is preserved in this packet. The next one is, when one should consider giving donated breast milk to baby, kab de sakte hain hum? If one is experienced like the mother is having very low milk production and need to supplement with own breast milk with the donor's breast milk. If anyone had a double mastectomy and cannot like produce breast milk in sufficient amount, if anyone is undergoing a treatment with some medications that may interfere with breastfeeding, when anyone is suffering from an infectious disease condition which can pass to the baby, and if one is fostering or adopting babies, if anyone have had previous surgeries on the breast which affects breast milk production, and if anyone have insufficient granular tissue and needs supplementary breastfeed. So these are the mothers, persons, the mother who can can be considered in donating breast milk. When we are considering that this particular mother has to give breast milk, these are the things has to be under considerations. Who cannot donate milk? Who all cannot donate breast milk? Like donor is disqualified if one uses illegal drugs, tobacco products, nicotine replacement therapy, regularly takes more than 2 ounces of alcohol or its equivalent, or 3 caffeinated drinks per day, has a positive blood test like with HIV, hepatitis B, C. As we all know, these are the diseases which can transfer to the baby. So these are the mothers are disqualified and they cannot donate breast milk. And in continuation with that, if the mother has received organ or tissue transplant, any blood transfusion, blood product within the prior 12 months, if taking radioactive or other drugs and has chemical environmental expose or over the counter prescriptions or mega doses of vitamins which are known to be toxic to the neonate and excreted in breast milk, because these are the all toxic substances, and from breast milk also these substances can be excreted, and if the mother is donating this breast milk, the child ultimately will get that disease. And then has mastitis or fungal infection of the nipple, areola, active herpes simplex or varicella zoster infections, in the mammary gland or in thoracic region cannot give human milk or donate human milk. What are the process to apply? How do you apply for this? It varies from bank to bank, but usually to become a breast milk donor, one need to first fill up an application form, which includes some medical history, survey form, along with a consent to donate. And then the former will have questions similar to the ones asked before donating blood. Like as we are collecting blood, then before that we have to talk so many things, we have to ask so many things to the donor. Equally, we have to ask the mother what are the disease, anything is there, any family history is there, any medical history is there, and accordingly we have to decide whether the mother can donate or not. The application will then be processed, which will take around, it takes around 5 to 6 days, and then from milk bank itself phone call will come to mother so that the mother gives or expresses her breast milk for the further processing. Then donated breast milk, how much it cost actually, that also we should know. The next slide, ma'am. Actually this varies from bank to bank, but breast milk can cost anywhere between 200 INR to 300 INR per ounce. But due to the nutritional benefits of human breast milk, the process can be cost effective since it will create less medical problem for the infant, because it is human breast milk. It is not actually available very easily. So it has to be have cost because it is beneficial for the baby. So I think now whatever I have discussed with you all participants, it is clear to you. Initially, we had discussed about the necessity of breastfeeding the child, and due to COVID-19, what are the things has to be taken care of as a mother, a breastfeeding mother to the child, and how to give psychological support to the mother. And I have told you about the human milk bank, and I think it is very newer topic now, and you might have got knowledge regarding this human milk bank also, and why it is necessary. Thank you so much, ma'am. I think I could do justified with the topic which you have given to me, and if like anyone wants to have any questions, they can ask.
Yeah, if anyone has question, they can ask. All the viewers, if anyone has any doubt regarding milk bank or breastfeeding precautions, can ask to the madam. Okay, I think no one has doubts. They have been listening a lot about breastfeeding precautions. So, ma'am, I'm very much thankful to you for giving us your precious time and talking us about the precautions of breastfeeding and COVID-19 mothers and regarding the information of human milk bank. Thank you very much, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you.